Hey guys, so today we should be having a look at Yarael Poof. Interesting looking character, I'll admit that. I didn't even know he was out until obviously me and Daniel spotted him in the Neck Collector's Fair. So really awesome figure, really glad I picked this guy up. It's a good addition. We'll go off with a couple of weird things first off. Like the first thing I've noticed is this lightsaber. You'll probably notice this one from the 30th anniversary, which is the concept Stormtrooper. So that's an interesting way to start off, to be honest. It's not one of your more common lightsabers. I think it's the only one that fits in his gigantic hands. Also, the stand that comes with it says Yarael Poof, no issues there. Although his name is kind of humorous. I'm sure somebody just kind of yawned and then said poof. Oh, poof. So, who knows. But anyway, if you take that off, apparently he's in Return of the Jedi. I ain't no expert on the Return of the Jedi film, I don't watch that often, but I'm pretty sure I did not see Yarael Poof. Unless he's like, I don't know, maybe sat underneath Jabba the Hutt, maybe. So he might be there somewhere, I don't know, maybe he survived and ended up in there. So the figure itself is pretty awesome. Articulation's a bit shoddy, like his head doesn't actually turn. He's got no neck articulation. He's got swivel arms, swivel elbows, sort of thing, those cut elbows everybody hates. Now without seeming like a pervert, we've got to kind of lift up his skirt now. He's got very, I would say womanly legs, but I suppose that's kind of weird. Now what's also weird about this part of the body, oh, he's got twist, by the way, but his legs are actually just kind of got this one great big bulky piece of plastic here. So yeah, it allows for good posability, but his legs are kind of, obviously, as you can see, kind of very stationary. And he's got the ball jointed knees there. So yeah, it's an interesting character. There's a lot of questionable parts of him. Obviously, the main part is why he's got this lightsaber rather than a normal one. But hey ho, such is life. It stays in his hand okay. Like I said, due to the size of his hands, it's kind of hard to get it to stay in, but it does stay in there fairly well. But if you're a kid fighting with it, you ain't no good, because it just flops around all over the place. And then he's no longer got his lightsaber. With it also came this guy, Luke Skywalker. Again, no idea why. Return of the Jedi, you would have thought it'd come with something from the prequel trilogies or whatever they're called, but apparently not. So, very odd. And he's red, when you would have thought he was blue, but again, let's not question. So the figure itself, I don't mind this figure, it's alright. Head sculpt on it is fan-dabby-dozy. Once my camera sorts its act out, there you go. So you can see a really good detail there. Certainly ain't a pretty looking dude. As a matter of fact, he's kind of Voldemort with a really stretched neck, isn't he? I've just noticed that now. Never going to be able to look at him the same. His clothes are pretty awesome. It's got this nice soft goods bit. They've not done, like, obviously due to how old this is, but they've not got the two like rubbery bits there, the soft plastic. It's just kind of one whole big soft goods bit. So I wouldn't mind seeing this get re-released. Maybe I think it would look quite good in the Phantom Menace vintage collection line. But again, that's down to Hasbro, I guess. It actually looks like he always stands squint because of his neck. It's kind of at an angle, and his legs don't really stand properly because obviously he's kind of got one flicked leg, and they're just so grotesque legs. And look at this. He's kind of got like a shoe, and then his feet just kind of hover in the air. So surely he must have, well, no wonder he's got some muscular legs if he's just kind of hovering on these two bits. I mean, that literally looks like burnt toast that's been applied to his feet, and he's walking on burnt toast. And his muscular women-like legs, which is very interesting. So I just noticed half my mouse is in the shot there. For shame. As you can see, he's got really nicely detailed hands. Pretty cool. I think they've even painted his nails a little bit. Oh no, that's just the way it's weathered. So, but an alright looking figure as a whole. I don't have any issues with him. Well, I'd have loads of issues with him. First off, why is he called Yarael Poof? I just do not like that name at all. I like his force choking hand though, and I like his lightsaber that doesn't really hold. He's a good figure. He's a good figure. Probably not selling this very well, but he's an alright figure, you know. If you like the Phantom Menace line, then I think he might be worth having a look for. I've never seen him on eBay. So I don't know how much he goes for. I might have a quick Google later. But he's pretty cool. I'm coming to eat you. Don't know why he's got a German accent, but just to question why he's walking on toast. Quick size comparison, I suppose, if you want that. I've not got many figures to size comparison with. I'll have to stand him on his stand. Yeah. There we go. Right, okay, so there he is. Just remember, he's got a little bit of height with the stand, so I'll get one with another stand. So, there's him compared to one of the pod racers. Deadbolt. You can't actually tell that I just went to go have to find that out, did you? No, of course you didn't. Let's have a look against Clegg Holdfast. Clegg Holdfast obviously being the snotty one. So, obviously all these figures are fairly short, but he's a little bit taller than your average guy. There he is against waving Anakin. Ooh. But yes, it's a pretty awesome figure. I can and can't recommend this guy. You know, if you're a kid, he's not that great. He's not one of the big names and nobody really cares about him. You probably see him for about 4 seconds. He doesn't actually have a line. I'm not even sure if he makes it into Attack of the Clones, or if he did, he probably died anyway. So, but like I said, keep an eye out for him in Return of the Jedi, because apparently he's there somewhere. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed that quick look at this guy. Let's just have a quick look at his head once more before we finish this. Let's pull him off his stand. There you go. There we go. This is Voldemort. And see you guys later.